Hello guys, welcome back. I am here making another video, and I thought I would make this one about the mental health stigma and how it can affect people with mental health issues and people around them, and honestly just talk about how important it is for us to kind of like put all of those societal thoughts and expectations aside and really get down to what's important. Because I feel like all these ideas in our heads about mental health that society kind of puts into us makes people who have issues less likely to get help, and I think it's important to put mental health right up there with like heart disease and like broken bones or cancer, because suicide is a leading cause of death too, and it's important to address those things and not just the physical parts of body, because even though only a certain percentage of deaths are linked to suicide or depression or whatever, there are still millions and millions of other people who are struggling daily and could be one of the people in that statistic. I just wanted to bring in a fact, a statistic. For teens, suicide is the third leading cause of death. Like half of deaths are caused by like accidents, and then homicide at 13%, and suicide is right behind it at 11. So it could easily be the second leading cause of death, and I feel like it's really important to realize that mental health is a big issue, and I feel like we're just not doing enough to stop it, really, or like try to help people who need help. Probably a lot of you watching these videos have your own issues, and that's why you're watching it, so you might like already agree or have your own thoughts on it. We are the ones suffering from all of these other things around us, and people don't really know what it feels like to have all these stigmas surrounding you until you actually experience some of it and really see how people react to you when you have certain problems. I would say this even goes for me when I was being raised. I would see like a homeless person and automatically put the blame on them, like they must have done something terribly wrong and that's why they're living on the streets or something, when it could easily be something related to mental health. They, had something that they couldn't really control, and they did stuff, and now they do not have a good life. They live on the streets because of it. And I feel like a lot of people overlook that. They say, oh, they're just drug addicts and they don't deserve to have a home if they're gonna be like jobless and whatever. That, all the stuff that is associated with that drug addiction, really goes along the same lines. That's another big part of it too. People also look down on people with like drug addictions, and it's like become just as big of a physical problem as it is a mental one. And that's just one thing, but also people what are really dealing with a lot on the inside. People think that they're just fine, and when they end up being a little sad or a little crazier than usual, it's not because of a mental illness, but because they have just changed a little, and you're like, when is a normal you coming back? Or I don't know where I'm going with this, really. Like, there's just a lot of ideas running around in my head about this whole idea that society has, and about mental health and the people suffering from it, and it is getting a lot better than it was before. I feel like people are more open to it, but there's still a lot of places in the world where they are just so unaccepting of it. They sometimes don't even believe they exist. People say, just like suck it up and deal with it, and it's just not that easy, and I just hope that you know, as time passes, we become more accepting of mental illness as basically an equal to physical illnesses, and that we treat it the same way. So that's my little rant for the day, and I hope you guys are staying safe out there, and I'll see you guys in the next video.